Hi guys, Karrilee here with MadetoPrayPodcast. Wanted to pop in. You're going to be surprised, I know, and share something from my devotional. It stood out to me and it reminded me of something we were talking about on the podcast. And so I just wanted to read this really quickly to you and encourage you in this. It is the scripture for the reading is Exodus 33 verse 11, which says, inside the tent of meeting, the Lord would speak to Moses face to face, as one speaks to a friend. Before the tabernacle had been assembled, Moses used to set up a tent outside the camp. He would go there and meet with God. All Israel would witness the old man walking out to the meeting place. They would stand at their tents and watch the cloud of glory hover over the tent. They knew the eternal God was communing with a man with an extraordinary calling. Scripture makes a remarkable statement about God, one we might rebuke someone for making if we didn't know it was backed by divine inspiration. It says, God spoke with Moses as one speaks to a friend. Without compromising the majesty or holiness of God, Scripture humanizes his relationship with a person. It makes no comment on Moses' unworthiness as a fallen human being or God's unapproachable nature. It mentions no possibility of Moses dying in the presence as the rest of Israel feared they would do. It details no rituals or confessions Moses would have to make before conversing with God. It simply says they met together as friends. That's our goal. To meet with God as a friend. We want to hear him speak to us with words we can understand, just as if we were having a cup of coffee with someone and enjoying a transparent conversation. We crave the intimacy and familiarity with God that Moses had. How can we get it? If we respond to God as Moses did, if we are willing to follow him anywhere, take enormous risks for him, and endure the drama and trials of someone who hears God's voice, we can meet with him as Moses did. We may or may not see a cloud of glory or hear an audible voice as he did, but we can know him confidently and deeply as a friend. Lord, I want to know you like that. I'm willing to follow you as Moses did. Please lead me into that kind of relationship with you. We talked about it on the podcast recently about what a friend we have in Jesus, right? What a friend he is, and that he is holy and he is just and he is righteous and he is to be feared, not like you're afraid, but like you're in awe of how big and good and amazing he is. He is consistent and he calls you his friend. And he wants to talk with you and meet with you as a friend would talk with you and meet with you over coffee and talk about what you're reading and talk about what's going on in your life. You have a friend in Jesus, and there is nobody that is a better friend than him. So I wanted to encourage you in that this week. Press into him, talk to him just like you talk to a friend, and know that he is right there listening and wanting to hear what's on your heart. And so I just pray for you this week that you will press in, that you will experience friendship with God. What a gift to be able to know that we know that we are his and that he is ours and that he calls us his friends. What an honor it is to carry that title. Be blessed. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.